Yo. What is up? What is up? It's Key, and I'm back. I'm in the building. Got a very special guest for y'all tonight for this Eagles Detroit preview. Got my man Troxall from Troxall Sports Streams. Yo, Trox, what is up?
What is going on, Key? Man, we
You're
got a good matchup this week.
Yep, you're finally in the building. It's been a long time. I knew this was gonna happen sooner or later. Why not this year? So what's going
Hey,
on?
absolutely. Man, hey, we've been man, it's been a long day today. Your boy went to the doctors today and got some injections done and yeah, he's feeling a little bit of pain, but hey, we grinding and let's get this matchup going, man. I'm excited.
Definitely. What's going on, Wicked T? What's going on, Coach Dante? Damien, as usual. What is going on, Damien? What's going on? Man, these two teams, all I can say, I know, your Lions right now is 0-7, and I know it's hard being a Lions fan, but just like my Eagles right now, we're not looking too good, but you ride with the team, you die with the team, no matter how poopy they are.
Hey, absolutely.
You're going to stick with it. So what's it like being a Lions fan? Because you don't see too many of y'all.
Hey, let's just put it this way. Hey, where's the bag over the head? I mean, hey, we've been rebuilding since 1957. I mean, it is all facts. Out of 12 playoff appearances since the start of the Super Bowl, we only have one playoff win. So it is tough out here in these streets.
That's crazy.
But I mean, I'm going to say it like this, until the Lions can prove to the NFL, like, hey, we can actually be there and win some games. I don't think that we'll be ever favored. And, real talk, this year, I'm okay with being 0-17. A lot of people are like, whoa, wait, what? Yes, I'm actually okay with being 0-17. Why? We have no talent on defense. We have a couple key pieces, but they're still on a rookie deal, or they are a rookie. Derek Barnes, he was one of my guys that I was preaching about getting late in the draft. We got him late in the draft. I was excited about that move. He's been kind of performing a little bit, and a lot of this, we got to get Okuda, he has to come back healthy. He has to start performing. The time lapse on some of these guys, they're starting to wear out, but I do have a lot of faith in, say, Brad Holmes, a guy that I think I was one of the only Detroit Lion content creators speaking about Brad Holmes to Detroit. He was one of my dark horses on landing this job. And then we went out and got a guy that's actually rebuilt the Green Bay Packers, that's rebuilt the Kansas City Chiefs, and has rebuilt the other team that's been 0-16, the Cleveland Browns, and that's John Dorsey. So I got a lot of faith in the front office to get it right. My eyes are technically set for 2023, so that's why, like, if we lose today on Sunday, I'm actually okay with it. I know a lot of fans are going to be like, about to lose their mind because it's like, okay, 0-7, 0-8, 0-9. It's like, when are we going to finally get this win? But at the same token, I can kind of see it of, like, it's a process, just like, your Philadelphia 76ers, you had to trust that process. And now look at them. They're one of the better upper echelon teams out there in the East.
Yeah, unlike basketball here in Philly, we're more patient. With the Eagles, we're not so. Philly fans aren't so patient with the Eagles. They want stuff to happen instantly. Like, turn on the switch and it's going to happen, but it's not going to happen. We all know it's a process. Going into this game, we 2-5 Eagles. You're 0-7 Lions. One thing about the Lions, I can say each and every week they have been competing. They're not, they're not no slouches. You can't take them lightly because they're going to spoil somebody's. They're going to spoil somebody's trying to get into the playoffs, and that's usually what the non-compete teams will do. But the Lions, they've been competing. Y'all should be Baltimore because Lamar Jackson, that was the delayed game. Shouldn't even put Tucker in that position to kick that 66-yard field goal. Like,
Yeah.
y'all been competing, and last week, I mean, against the Rams, y'all showed it. It's just couldn't get over it. But what do you think about this team competing? Like, what do you like from them besides, y'all haven't won yet?
I mean, as far as the competing aspect, holy smokes, why didn't we fire Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn sooner? Man, hey, talk about a breath of fresh air. That is Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell has definitely made a breath of fresh air. Yeah, he has not had the wins aspect come to Detroit yet, but we don't have talent to win. I mean, can we keep it close? Can we be respectable in losing? Absolutely. But, when it comes to that Lamar Jackson delay a game and stuff like that, like, that's the NFL, as far as, man, until you can prove that we can win, we're not going to get those calls. We're not going to get those Packer calls or those Tom Brady calls, as I like to call them. They're going to give another team extra time because we are the Lions. Our entertainment value, because let's face it, the NFL is sports and entertainment. Our entertainment value is being a laughingstock of the league. So until we're able to change that narrative and be able to change the perception that, oh crap, we got to face the Detroit Lions, that's when we'll start getting the calls to hopefully not have a 66-yard field goal in NFL history field goal make by Justin the Leg Tucker.
That's what's going on to the chat. Everybody saying what's up. We got Coach Dante in the chat. We got Spotlight Sports Network. We got D in the building. Asia, what's going on? Mount Gooley, what's going on? Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for everyone being here. Make sure y'all smash that like. If y'all have not already subbed to my channel or Troxall, make sure y'all go do that. He's at 20K. I'm trying to be there one day. But he's over 20K over there doing this thing. It's not just Lions. He covers it all, whether it's NBA, all the games, Monday night, Sunday night, you can find him over there. What did you think about trading? Huh?
Hey, Key, you're going to be there. I'm telling you. Keep on grinding, girl. Keep on grinding. You're going to be there.
I'm pushing. So what did you think about that trade? Matthew Stafford, we all know everybody's riding Matthew Stafford. Oh, Stafford sucks. Stafford's this. Matthew Stafford was actually not a bad quarterback. For me, he just needed a new change of scenery. So he's over there balling with the Rams. So y'all got Jared Goff. What did you think about that flip-flop trading of the quarterbacks?
Okay, so for me, I actually like the trade. I mean, do I like Matthew Stafford? Matthew Stafford, absolutely. That's still my former quarterback. He gave us everything he's had. It was on us, a lot of the times. We'll have Jim Schwartz, who brought, an 0-16 team back into the playoffs. Then we decide to rebuild or retool or whatever the case you guys want to call it in Detroit. And then from Jim Schwartz, you get Jim Caldwell. 9-7 ain't good enough. Okay, so you fire him. Then you bring in this Matt Patricia, and it's like, how many times are you going to try to change things? Like, if you look at, say, and I'm sorry, I might be using a curse word on this channel, because, hey, this is one thing that Eagles and Lions both have in common. Forget the Cowboys, but if you look at the Cowboys back in the 1990s, how did they win their 3 championship rings? They stayed together. What did the Lions do in 1990s? They thought that, we originally had, and this is actually a fact, we had the original greatest show on turf. Sorry, LA Rams, formerly known as the St. Louis Rams, but we did have the greatest show on turf. And what did we do with that? We tried to rebuild. Oh, we could do it again. No, you can't rebuild that. If you have something, you keep it. It's like the good old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
So it's like, they should have stayed together, add more pieces via the draft. I mean, you had guys like Benny Blades, and shout out to Benny Blades. He was on the channel what was that last? I want to say just right after the draft. But I mean, you had guys like a guy that's about to be in the Ring of Honor on. I think it's. I think it is on Halloween or it's the week after. But that's the guy that's in front office, Chris Spielman. You had a defense, you had the pieces. It's just like build upon that and you will get to the promised land. I mean, we got beat by a bunch of backups in Washington, known as the replacement team. I mean, and you had a guy like Barry Sanders on your team, and we got demolished that game. So it's like those are the things that we have got to get away from, in order for us to start actually competing. Like, the Eagles, I mean, you guys have a Super Bowl to your name in recent memories.
Right.
What is that? 3 years ago, you guys won?
Yeah, 2017 is when we got the chip, and then it's been all downhill since then.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's been the craziest thing. Like, I have never seen a team go from the top of the top and to the low of lows. It's like, wait, what just happened? Like,
my bad, Asia. What's going on, Asia? My apologies.
What's going on, Asia? What's going on, everybody in the chat? But I mean, it's those type of things. But with Dan Campbell, I don't know. I have this feeling like 2023 is going to be that year that everything comes together.
What's going on, Gio? Yeah, definitely, because that press conference I was like, okay, Detroit got a new coach. He excited. About the, he, even though he talking about taking somebody's knees out, but that's just his MO. But it seems like going forward, like that's the guy that y'all need. Also, y'all need some pieces around McJared Goff. Y'all got DeAndre Swift, Philly guy, by the way. Great running back that y'all have. All y'all have to do is get some pieces around y'all, the defense, some more receivers to help Goff out, because Goff is not a bad quarterback. You just got to give him some. He was just in the Super Bowl not too long ago, so you just got to give him some pieces to make that team successful. Same thing for the Eagles. Right now, we're going through a incompetent coaching staff that was on our team, and I don't know where Jeffrey Lurie got Nick Sirianni from. I don't know where he got Jonathan Gannon from, because this defense went from being the top to being towards the bottom. And it's just like, I don't understand. So that's why I said this game right here is a must win, because we gave the Lions their first win. It's all hell's going to break loose in Philly. They're going to be talking about Minshew Mania instead of Jalen Hurts. So it's definitely going to be crazy. So what do you think are keys for Detroit to beat this Philly team?
Well, I mean, this is going to go straight into even what the keys for Philly is. I mean, because if you do these 4 to 5 things, you're going to win football games. And that is run that football, stop that run, play sound defense, play disciplined football. And the unknown one is find the will to win. When things are not pretty, when you get the weather, you get this, you get that, you get no calls by the refs, you get this, whatever. Find the will to win. If you can do those 5 things, I guarantee you're going to win. And that goes for Philly, that goes for Detroit, that goes for all 32 teams. Like, you do those 5 things, you're going to win football games.
That definitely is a fact. And we started to run the ball that first drive against the Raiders, and I was like, hold up. Who is this coach, and who did we replace him with? Because we have not ran the ball, and then Miles Sanders gets hurt, and then we go back to doing what we was doing. I was like, that drive just came and going. So it's just like Miles Sanders is day to day with that ankle injury. Thank God it's nothing serious. But we got to run the ball. But got Jordan Howard on the practice squad. Might bring him off. Boston Scott didn't look too good. Didn't look too bad. Kenny Gainwell didn't look bad at all. It's just I just don't know. I don't know. It's just like I feel like our coaching staff is not in a position to make Jalen Hurts a better quarterback. I can't solely blame it. Jalen Hurts, of course, he has some issues too with him not throwing the ball right, overthrowing. He hasn't seen the deep ball. He hasn't thrown in the middle yet. He's best under center. And I don't think our coaching staff knows that. He plays better under center. It's not this shotgun. This defense, this offense is just so one dimensional. The defenses know how to stop it. So it's just like, what can you do there? I mean, it's I'm lost. Like, for once in my 37 years on this earth, I'm lost for words about this team. Like, I just don't know. And it starts from drafting, which Howie Roseman don't know how to do that.
Sounds like a Detroit Lions problem.
Not
I have Simba here for a reason. Hey, Hakuna Matata. It's the Lions way.
What's going on, Amanda? What's going on, JT? It's just crazy. But what did you think about your young guys that's showing fight, like a DeAndre Swift? I know you got TJ Hawkinson over there. I know it's hard to replace the Kenny Galladay and a Marvin Jones, the free agency. So who is the future over there for the Lions, and what can the Lions do moving forward to get some guys in the turn this team around?
Well, I mean, it really falls onto the draft. You got to draft your receivers. I think everywhere else on offense is pretty well set in stone. Once you get your receivers, go out, build that defense, and then after that, then go get your future quarterback. I'm okay with Jared Goff until 2023. I mean, if next year, not this coming up draft, but the following draft, the last year we'll have the 2 first-round draft picks. If we use that first round draft pick on a quarterback, I'm okay with that. Obviously, I don't want to see him. I'll be okay with Jared Goff. And then after that, cut ties with him. Obviously, the money situation will be a little bit easier. Obviously, there's always ways out of contracts and things like that, but cut the contract after that, and give a full year. Like, no matter what, you have to stay true to it. No matter what, win, lose, or draw, do not go to that rookie quarterback. Let him sit back for a year, gain the knowledge, gain everything of that aspect, and then go out there the following year in a rookie season, even though he's been in the league for a year, go out there and actually take over the reins and, be out there competing. So in an aspect, this draft, for me, I'm at tank for Kayvon Thibodeau. I want Kayvon Thibodeau, the best defensive end in that draft class. I think he's a lot better than a lot of these quarterbacks. So, I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with tanking, like, throwing games. Sorry, Philly, like what you guys did with who was that? It was
it was with the you mean when we lost that game last year? Last year.
Yeah, last year when you guys put Sudfeld in, and the coach was like, "Oh, I want to see what he has." Like, you had the whole entire season.
Peterson, get out of here. You knew good dang on well you could have beat Washington, and then Giants fans all mad at us talking about well, you should have beat Washington. Well, you should have won more games. You should have put yourself in that position. Yeah. Don't come blaming us. But I would definitely love Thibodeau here with us as well. We're gonna have at least 3 first round picks, and it's all up to Howie Roseman to see how he picks them. And this is what I'm absolutely scared about. Bird Gang was going on again. Prince Sean was going on. I didn't not ignoring y'all. Vic was going on. Mitch was going on. Mitch will actually be here with you tomorrow night. So make sure y'all come back and tune in for Mitch and Troxall as well. But yeah, we got them 2 right now. If Carson Wentz plays 75% of his snaps, which I think he's going to do with the Colts, we'll have 3 first round picks. So we'll all see what's going to be them picks. Somebody might be trying to call us to move up to get to one of those picks. I hope Howie thinks smart. I hope maybe he's gone even before the draft starts. We get somebody that's fresh and knows what to do with this team. I'm praying that happens and Howie Roseman is gone before the next year's draft. And Jeffrey Lurie gets some sense in his head and see what's going on with his team. It's definitely horrible right now. Because this is like, how are you sitting here as an owner week after week looking at this and don't think nothing's wrong? Like, I don't know if he's brainwashed. I don't get it. But I wish I could vote him out, but unfortunately I can't. He's the owner. We can't vote him out. We can't fire the owner. So
That's the league that got to do that.
right. So we can't fire the owner. So Jeffrey Lurie isn't that bad to say, okay, we gotta boot him out. I mean, for four coaches under Howie Roseman, something ain't right. We went from Peterson to I forget who we had before Peterson. Andy Reid. Then it was Peterson. Now Nick Sirianni. It's just like we had so many opportunities to get these coaches that leaked out yesterday. They didn't want to come here because of Roseman. And if that don't tell Jeffrey Lurie something, that's crazy because we could have had a Brandon Staley. We could have had a Brian DeBoer from the Bills defensive coordinator. So many people. Oh, Chip Kelly. Look, Nick, I will take Chip Kelly back right now. That's how bad it is. It's that bad. It is really that bad. I would take Chip Kelly back over Nick Sirianni right now. But you gotta know when to say, okay, enough's enough. So, but I really think DeAndre Swift is going to run all over us because we have not stopped a running game in weeks. Again, we went from being a top running defense to being almost last. So DeAndre Swift is definitely going to be a problem. TJ Hawkinson as well because we don't know how to cover tight ends. Our linebackers stink. It's just like it's a do or die game for us, and it's just
I will say this. I think Darius Slay. I know he said, because Matt Patricia's not here, he doesn't care about the rivalry. I think he got something to prove still. I think he's gonna come to play against the Lions. That's the team that drafted him, and
right.
and then he just, for me, I think he still has a sour taste in his mouth with us. So, I expect him to come out there and ball out. As far as, hey, I know what TJ Hawkinson's going to bring. I know, hey, you get yourself here, we'll be there. So, and those are the little mismatches that I'm kind of like, man, can we overcome stuff like that? Because, he does know a lot about us. Especially being drafted here and things like that. And then, obviously the whole sour taste of the Matt Patricia era. It's just like, yeah, so it's like, I know he's going to come to bring it.
That's definitely, it's just hopefully, Slade has not had a key wide receiver get yardage on him, whoever he's trailed. So we'll see what he does to y'all receivers. And again, also Steven Nelson, see what he does with the corners there. But this defense has to put pressure on Goff. Feel like you put pressure on Goff.
Hey, I think you guys definitely will. You guys got Fletcher Cox. That dude, I don't care how old that man is. That man is going to bring it each and every single day. Like, he has no quit in him.
Got Fletcher Cox, Josh Sweat.
Yeah.
And just stay disciplined. And the penalties, the penalties has been a killer for us. Touchdowns called back. I just want to see Jalen Hurts just play a good, complete game. Y'all corners got to worry about Devontae Smith. Great route runner. Bergang said we definitely need this game because it's not this whole city is going to go crazy if the Lions get their first win, and the Lions is definitely they're probably saying in the locker room now, Philly stinks, we can take them. So it should be a good game. It's not going to be a dumpster fire game. It'll be a dumpster fire if we're down 24-10. If we're down like 24-10, I think we'll see Gardner Minshew.
Hey, I don't. You know why? I think y'all will be able to come back. It's the Lions. Ain't no lead safe with us. Like, if you look at even during the season, like, ain't no lead safe with us. We were up, what was that, 13-3 against the Rams, and they started coming back, and then, they got that momentum, and then, then they beat us. What was that, 28 to 17 or 28-13 or something like that?
Y'all almost beat San Fran. I was like, oh my God. So that's why I said
that was crazy. Yeah.
That's why I said this Lions team, no matter if they fight, they got that dog in them. Like I want that heart that y'all got. The Eagles ain't got that this year. Like, I don't know why, but they definitely don't.
I will say this: go and get yourself a former player, somebody that's been in the Eagles and that knows the Eagles' pain, that knows, different things like that, because that's what we went out and did. We went out and got a guy that knows the Detroit Lions' pain. Dan Campbell played for the Detroit Lions as the tight end. And, he has that no stuff mentality. If you guys can't get that, I would look at guys like maybe a Eric Bieniemy. If you guys could fire your general manager and, and put some better taste in other coaches' mouth, then, try to go after him. Try to go after Brian Daboll, things like that. I do think that there's going to be some massive changes with the Chiefs. So maybe you guys could kind of pluck a little bit of stuff from there because, they're in a funk right now. And, other teams around the league, they kind of like stuff like that because, hey, they've been so successful. Let's pick from that box.
Yeah, we had Deuce. He with y'all.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. Deuce has been amazing.
Vic said if our defense can't stop the Lions, it's a serious problem. Then you seriously need to reevaluate your coaching staff. I definitely agree. Yeah, Deuce is with y'all. Like, I feel like Philly didn't give Deuce a shot. Deuce has been here the longest. I've actually met Deuce. We was in Walmart one day when I used to live in Jersey. Seen him in Jersey in the Walmart. I said, oh my God, Deuce, I got to get a picture. So me and my son got a picture with Deuce. But, yeah, definitely Deuce. We didn't give Deuce a shot. And I feel like Deuce would have did something. I know he would have he would be running the ball. I do know that.
Absolutely. and the thing about the Eagles is you guys got pieces.
Yeah.
Just whatever your coach is doing, it's not it. Like, exactly. You got a good run game. You got, an at least above average offensive line. You guys got key pieces on defense. Like, you guys got a solid team to win games. The coach ain't it, though. And I think you guys did drop the ball without getting Deuce as a head coach. Or I think that's what kind of soured that.
At least sticking him around because he's doing the same thing that he was doing here with Charles. That's why I was just, but I think he probably knew something in the management wasn't right, so everybody leaves. It's the motto here in Philly. When somebody leaves Philly, go somewhere else, they blow up. Key example. Look Detroit. At that. Look at Zach Ertz. He got the longest touchdown.
Hey, I want to say thank you, Zach Ertz. Thank you, Philly, because I am a Cardinals fan, and that was our weakest link. I'm just like, come on. And then I seen that trade. I'm like, yes.
That was one piece that the Cardinals definitely was missing, but they just needed a tight end. And
yeah,
it just sucks because I knew Take Allen is definitely underrated, and believe it or not, he was on my mock draft as the Eagles to pick. But I'm just like, y'all should have asked for Jordan Hicks. We need a linebacker. I would love to have Jordan Hicks back.
Oh yeah.
But his name was in the trade talks at one point. But I would have loved to have Jordan Hicks back, knowing that our linebackers stink. But yeah, definitely shout out to Zach Ertz, man. Zach Ertz definitely will always be an Eagles legend here with us, especially in that Super Bowl. So he's definitely was that key piece that Kyler Murray definitely was lacking. The Eagles' problem is the coach can't put down a PS2. Yeah, I agree. He playing Madden, please. He got him on just screens and RPOs, and that's all he wants to do. I keep telling people all you got to do is hit the Ask Madden button. It'll give him more options, but he just wants to keep using the screen plays and everything else. And I feel like we have a good offensive coordinator. I feel like Nick Sirianni should not be calling plays. Shane Steichen was number 8 in the league last year with the Chargers. And you see what he did with that defense, that offense with Justin Herbert and Eckler and those guys over there. I'm just like, we got the offensive coordinator. Just let him call plays. I don't understand it. I don't get it, Sirianni. I don't know what you're doing. Just let Shane run it. Just let him do it. He'll probably have Jalen Hurts under center. I'm sure he probably knows this, but can't say nothing.
Yeah,
I really don't.
And I love Jalen Hurts. I don't know if you guys all know that. I love me some Jalen Hurts. I think he's super underrated. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts sucks. You guys need to go out and get a quarterback." It's like, no, he's the real deal, Holyfield. Right. You just got to give him the opportunity to be himself. You guys are giving him the stuff that's just, it's like he knows it's not going to work, but he just does it obviously, because that's his job. He has to listen to, the head coach and stuff like that.
Like
if he would go rogue and had that Aaron Rodgers effect,
right?
I think he'd be Sirianni would be exposed at that point.
But no, I just feel like people trying to write off Jalen Hurts. Just don't write him off just yet. Just think about it. Jalen Hurts, in my eyes, is still a rookie. He started 4 games last year. 4. Yeah. And then this is his, seventh game now? That's 10 games. He only started 10 games, and you're ready to write him off. Of course, he has some things he has to work on, but the coach is not helping him and not putting him in the position either. He has 5 rushing touchdowns. So all you do, he's in the shotgun. So he sees something, he's going to take off. So, of course, he's going to run. He's mobile. But Philly fans is ready to write off Jalen Hurts already. Like, I don't know what it is about Harry Roseman and what he likes about quarterbacks. No, we don't need a quarterback. We need some defense. We need linebackers. This linebacking crew is absolutely terrible. Terrible.
Hey, is it worse than the Lions? Because our linebacking core is horrendous.
I mean, we're kind of up there when it comes to rankings wise. I mean, we can't be all that bad. That's why I said this is going to be interesting games. And Lord have mercy, I got my fur balls over here fighting. Like, what is going on? But no, it's just going to be crazy. John Madden let Kenny Stabler do snake attack. Yeah, we are a quarterback factory, as Harry Roseman says. Like, I don't understand. No, we're not a quarterback factory. Like, no, we can't be a quarterback factory. Yeah. Of course, your quarterback is your key person. You have to have a key quarterback on your roster, but we can't just keep drafting quarterbacks and you don't address the other needs on the team. We have a linebacking. Zach J said we have a linebacking core. See, Vic says, I've been on the record as saying if Hurts continues the way he's going in the season, we definitely should get a quarterback first rounds. But are there any good quarterbacks in the draft this year coming out? Last year was like the real big heavy QB draft.
Yeah. I mean, there are some quarterbacks. I mean, there's guys like Spencer Rattler, the one from what's his name from Liberty. I know everybody's all loving him. What is his name? From Liberty, quarterback. Malik Willis. There we go. Malik Willis. There's guys, Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati. There's some guys, but none of them has actually really took that like that. Right. Hey, I am that number one guy. Like there's no Justin Herbert in the draft. There's no Trevor Lawrence in the draft. There's no Eli Manning even. Like there's not that guy. Like that guy might be coming, in a couple years named Arch Manning. That's who I'm kind of hoping that the Lions can kind of hold off a little bit, build this defense, build the team around. And then, at that point, hopefully, Arch Manning is there. We, tank for Arch. And,
Damien,
go get him.
We do not need JP back, Damien. Y'all was dumb enough to sign Jason Peters. Y'all can stick with him. Jason Peters will forever be one of the greatest offensive linemen in Eagles history, but it's time to hang it up. So that's y'all headache now. That's y'all headache now, Damien, with the Bears. I pray for Justin Fields for the rest of the season with Jason Peters because he sucked last year with us and we brought him back, and it was the worst idea ever.
Yeah.
I was hoping the Eagles would trade for Marlon Mack. I mean, that's not bad. Marlon Mack is out there, and he will definitely help somebody who needs a running back because Marlon Mack is not a bad runner.
No, he was the guy before
Jonathan Taylor.
There we go. Yep. And then he got injured, gave it the reins over to Jonathan Taylor, and now he's the third string running back. So, I mean, if he ever goes even to Philly, have a 1-2 punch with Sanders, like, man, hey, that's kind of like the Cleveland Browns with Hunt and Chubbs.
Right.
Like that'd be a stellar 1-2 punch for Philly.
What's going on, Big Play Slay? Bird Gang said we need the best linebacker in the draft as the first pick. I definitely agree because I don't know what it is about. We don't want to address the linebacker. We haven't had a good linebacker since Jordan Hicks and Jeremiah Trotter. So that shows how long we haven't had a good solid linebacker. We tried Casey Matthews. I'm like, Casey, you can't be like your brother. You're not Clay. That didn't work out. I mean, Clay at one point, Clay was out there. We could have picked up Clay, but nobody picked. That's crazy. Nobody.
He's still technically out there.
I know, but it was just like, is he really want to come back now? Just like it's just crazy how Clay was in his prime. He was a beast, and nobody picked him up. Same thing Evan Ingram is doing. Spencer Rattler draft stock will fall. Arku says. It's going to be Play Slay. Why release Travis Fulgham? I have no idea why release Travis Fulgham, and we kept.
Hey, he need to come bring his butt back to Detroit.
I don't know why we kept JJ over Travis. It mind boggles me. And then it was funny because the announcer was like, "Oh, JJ and Thinker Whiteside went to the tent." Nobody's like getting nobody paying him no mind. He don't get on the field. So why are you even announcing that he's in the tent because he don't get no burn? So nobody cared about JJ.
He need to come back to Detroit though. That's all I know because
Zach says we only need a quarterback, 2 wide receivers, 2 linebackers, 2 corners, and 2 linebackers in the first round.
hey, Zach, that is all facts, brother. That is all facts. We need a lot, but I'm willing to wait on a quarterback. I want to build this team first. The quarterback position is the most expensive position in the National Football League. These players get $30, $40, $50 million. Where if you build your team, then add your quarterback, you got at least 4 to 5 years on a rookie contract saying get paid, about $18 million if they're the number 1 pick. Mm-hmm. That's dirt cheap in quarterback money. You have that, you have your team. Now you're able to win some football games, possibly playoff games, and who knows, maybe get lucky and win a Super Bowl. But you got to, if you don't have a team, man, the NFL is an ultimate team game. If you don't have a team, you're going to lose a lot. It takes 11 guys on offense, 11 guys on defense, and 11 guys on special teams. 3 phases of football. If you don't have that, you're in a world of trouble. So that's why I'm just like, I'm okay with Jared Goff right now. Does he suck? Do I want him out? Absolutely. But I'm okay with it right now. Because I know what the bigger picture is. Build this team, then get your quarterback. Now let's go out there and put it all together.
Definitely. Fulgham did have a decent year last year. But what happened was Doug Peterson decided to bring the old stealing thief that was just stealing money, Alshon Jeffrey, back and decided, we're going to put him in, and that limited his snaps. That took his stock way down once he did that. So that was a bad move. And then he couldn't get on a roster. I think he's with the Dolphins practice squad now, if I'm not mistaken. Eagles should have got Penny Sewell. I don't know. That was a good pickup for y'all.
Hey, I love that. He had I was watching some highlights because obviously I wasn't doing the Lions game last week. But I was watching the replay, and he was holding himself up against Aaron Donald and guys like that. I'm just like, okay, hey, we got something here. So, hey, that almost gives me a question, like, how much longer does Taylor Decker stay in Detroit? Maybe we try to dangle him a little bit, see what kind of draft picks we could get, build this team up, get ourselves a right tackle, and put Sewell at that position, at that left tackle position, because he's holding his own.
Y'all can have Andre Dillard since y'all signed Big V to all that money.
Hey, y'all can have Big V back. We had to put his butt at guard.
Y'all can have Andre Dillard since y'all paid Big V all that money. I was like, y'all gave him all that. I don't know if he was that good, but all right.
Hey, they seen that Super Bowl ring and what he did in that limited time and said, we gotta break that bank for him.
It's not about writing Jalen Hurts off. It's about understanding the position we're in. At least 3 first-round picks, cap space, and the possibility of having a new GM. That is a fact. Um, this is all. This is and always will evaluation season. Better for worse, fair enough. One season. That's all he was given. Yeah, like you can't write him off. You definitely can't write him off. Don't under Arku said don't underestimate Dak ever again, Trox.
Hey, I didn't underestimate Dak. I said he was the top 15. That's all I said. He was still in the upper echelon, but he was right around that 10 to 15 range. You
I'm
know,
just hoping, Dak can stay healthy because, his little calf injury there. Hopefully, y'all had a bye week. Y'all coming back this week.
yeah.
You know what I always said? Dallas and the Eagles always have that hate relationship, and I always mess with Dallas fans. I'm just like, y'all start off hot, but can y'all stay hot towards the end of the season? And it's always something happens to where y'all choke or something's going to happen. But y'all definitely got the NFC East locked up this year because I don't see Washington doing nothing. I don't see the Giants doing anything. And I definitely don't see the Eagles doing anything unless the only thing I can think of if we go on a run, something has to happen play calling wise for us to go on a run. That's the only way I see the Eagles winning the division if we go on a run, but that's not happening. So Dallas, y'all better keep that lead. If not, somebody gonna come behind and it's gonna be the NFC least all over again like last year. So
Hey, that went to the NFC North because right now outside of Green Bay, like everybody else is like, yeah. I mean, yeah, you got the Vikings. They always draft really good. You got the Bears outside of that offensive line and their incompetent, general manager and head coach.
in the secondary, in the
Yeah.
secondary.
Well, actually, their defense is ranked within the top 5. Like they got a really good defense. It's that offensive line that gets, Justin Fields teed off on every single day. It's like, dude, I've been a firm believer. Your quarterback will always be as good as your offensive line makes you. If you got a bad offensive line, your quarterback will play bad.
Exactly.
You got a good offensive line,
your
quarterback's going to exactly. If you look at Tom Brady, why does Tom Brady have 7 rings? Look at that offensive line.
Nobody can get to him.
Absolutely. When you're able to do that, I mean, he has 5 seconds almost. That's a lot of time in the pocket. You're able to, go through your entire progression. Okay, nothing's over here. Okay, nothing's over here. Okay, nothing's over here. Oh wait, there's something here.
And come back. He can make a sandwich, come back and eat it while he's still waiting the line and still protecting them. But no, it's the Bears, Vikings, and Packers that's in that NFC North division along with the Lions. But no, the Packers definitely is taking that this year. Mike said, "Who's the first to go to Canada, the Lions or the Jets?" That would be hilarious if the NFL adopted a Canada team or a team in London. I mean, the Jags always over there. Why not have the London Jags? That would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably say Montreal Jets because you look at it, they got the Winnipeg Jets. Hey, maybe they pair them up. Good old marketing sales.
Can we not talk about Ben Simmons right now? Why are we talking about Ben Simmons? I wouldn't be surprised if Ben Simmons shows up in the game in the Eagles jersey and changes his season. You know what? Look, I'll take him on the football field. Well, no, I would say put him at receiver, but if he can't shoot, I doubt if he can catch.
Hey, absolutely.
so no, but let me see here. And I mean, it's definitely. I'm excited. It should be, like I said, an interesting game. But what's your prediction? What you think about this game?
I'm gonna say 27-23. I'm gonna say Eagles. I think Eagles gonna take it.
I don't know what the score is going to be. I'm just praying it's going to be a dub at the end. Like I can't even predict the score. It's just like I'm so nervous about this damn game only because of what I know is happening right now. I know Can't run. You can't stop the run. And Swift is a good runner. Again,
But that's the problem, though, Key. We don't really run that football. Like we will run the football, and then all of a sudden we'll stop. It's like,
oh, that sounds like
what
us.
are,
like these
it's
teams
like,
are so alike. It's not even. It's not even funny.
I don't. Hey, I wouldn't be shocked if it actually ends in a tie, 23 apiece.
Oh Lord.
Hey, we all know. We both know what ties feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, we tied the Cardinals, and we were like, "Oh, we're lossless." So, we have a winning season, and then it went downhill after that.
Damien says 40-14.
I don't think that. I mean, Lions will at least be respectable. We've been respectable in every single game.
We would run the ball to the 5-yard line and then let Goff hand it off and be a fumble or interception.
Hey, facts. That's the sad facts. Like, and that's why I'm like, I want Jared Goff gone, but the position we're in, like, if we had a defense and real talk, if we only needed wide receivers and a quarterback, oh, absolutely, I'm going quarterback first overall pick because that's probably what we're gonna get, and and I would be okay with that. And, have Jared Goff be the backup until we can cut that contract, go pick yourself up a cheaper guy, and go from there. But, we're in such a horrible place that we can't afford a quarterback at the number 1 overall pick, because that defense is just, it's bad. Like, Key, pray for us. Pray for us, because we gonna need it. That defense, man, I'm just like, come on. Like, it's not that hard. Like, and one thing that, I do want to see in this game, how is the trenches going to play? I hate more than anything, and I know, Keith, me and you talk off air every day. You know where I'm about to go with this one. I hate when offensive linemen or defensive linemen grab right here. It's like, what are you doing?
That's where you're going to get caught at.
Every single time that's a flag. Get your hands where if you're not cupping like this, there's an issue. Cup right there. Hold your ground.
You can push them wherever. Yep.
Man, hey, you want to lift them up in the air? You can lift them up like Simba. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, drop that butt, move that feet, get those hands to the inside pads. You got them beat. But time and time again, I see, them trying to pull them this way or pull the jersey. It's like, knock that off. That's not fundamentally sound. I'm a firm believer you do got to be fundamentally sound. I'm not as hard as Matt Patricia was when it comes to that. But I do think that you need to be fundamentally sound because guess what? That's going to help your linebackers get to their spot or your corners be able to, buy some time to maybe, hey, I'm 2 steps off. If you can hold your ground, the linebackers do their job. That'll buy me some time to get those 2 steps back.
I told when my son first started playing football, he stuck him on the line because how big he is. I always told him that. So yeah, that's definitely fundamental. Bergang said, "What's up with St. Brown?"
I like him. I still need some. I still need some number ones. Like, we got a bunch of 2s and 3s on our team. We got a bunch of 2s. We got a bunch of 3s. We got a bunch of 4s. We don't have that one guy. So I can't really talk about Amon-Ra St. Brown in a sense of, okay, is he going to be that guy? Like, until we get that one number 1, like if we had Kelvin Johnson come back to be that number 1, now I could kind of see, okay, hey, Amon-Ra St. Brown, let's see what you got. I do think we got the talent there with him. I do think that we can, utilize him for years to come. But until we get that number 1 guy, I can't really talk about Amon-Ra St. Brown just yet. I've seen a lot of good from him, I ain't going to lie. And I've seen a lot of bad. Like, I can see why you're a rookie, But at the end of the day, it's like, I can't really speak about a lot of these players until we actually finally have that full-on at least if we're going to talk about an offensive player, at least have that offensive set, like running backs, offensive line, quarterback, wide receivers. Like when we get that unit back, then I can talk about a guy like an Amon-Ra St. Brown. I do think that, like I said, he's done a lot of good, but I got to see him with the number one receiver, somebody to take a lot of pressure off of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Maybe he could be a good slot guy. What's going on further? What's up, King Donnie?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? And again, so I'm gonna make my prediction. I definitely think the Eagles can pull this off. They can't be no worse than the Lions. We can't give them their first win. This is like a do or die situation here. If not, I want to see Jeffrey Lurie and after the game come give Sirianni his pink slip right then and there and just say, I want him to pull a Vince McMahon. You're fired. Get out of here. Like no. Like if
Hey, do you guys need Troxburg? Do you need Troxburg over there? Because I'll come down there and be like, Sirianni, you're next.
So it's just like, but besides the Lions, we know you're a diehard Lions fan. Like, what other, what's like your other history for those who don't know, why you're a Lions fan in Arizona or anything like that?
Okay, well, I'm a diehard Lions fan, born and raised. It's in my blood. Even though sometimes I don't want it in my blood, but I mean, it's painful being a Lions fan. But I'm a ride or die till the wheels fall off. And I'm below dirt instead of above dirt. I'm still. Hey, I always told everybody I want to have all four of my major sports teams on the roof of the casket. So hey, if my eyes ever to open, I at least get to see my Lions, my Pistons, Tigers, and Red Wings one last time. But but I'm a Arizona Cardinals fan. I did live out there, and it was not pretty when I lived out there. I mean, it was bad. This was before the Super Bowl, so I was there before the Super Bowl, cheering them on and going to games and things like that. And then I'm a Steeler fan because back in 2008, they used to, not show the Lions games because obviously nobody wants to see 0-16. And they used to take out the Detroit Lions game here in Detroit. Like, we could not see our own team in our
That's
own
crazy.
state. Like, it was that bad. I mean, the news or the TV stations were losing tons of money. So they were like, well, I'm not going to lose all this money. I could put on something different. So I guess they made an agreement. They gave us Steeler games. Obviously, there was Jerome Bettis at the time, Troy Polamalu, that gang together. And every time that they've won championships, they've always had Detroit native players.
Right.
Whether they're either from the University of Michigan, University of Michigan State, or born and raised in Detroit, they've always won championships with Detroit players. And I can respect that. I can rock with that. So became a Steeler fan like that, and then obviously, I got a lot of respect for the Cleveland Browns. They know my Detroit Lions pain. Both teams rebuilding since 1957 and 1964. Both teams going 0-16. I mean, I can rock with them. Got a lot of respect for them, and plus, they're only a few hours away from Detroit, so they kind of a home away from home.
Now we're gonna switch to basketball. Even though I know you're a Pistons guy, so does Cade Cunningham coming back because he on my fantasy team? Man, like, I need some points.
Hey, well, I mean, if you want to go there, like me, I'm okay with him not playing because I still want some more high draft picks. But he is listed as day to day. I do see him probably being back maybe next week or the following week. But his time is coming very soon. Like I said, he's day to day.
I got my Nova guy. Y'all know how I feel about Villanova. Villanova is my college team, and here in Philly, like another Philly. Well, they're not in Philly, but they in the area. But Jay Wright produces some great guys, and y'all got Sadiq Bey. So he's gonna ball out over there.
Hey, I love me some Sadiq Bey.
So I was like, oh, Trox gonna be good with this pick. I was like, no, he needs to come to the Sixers, but it didn't happen that way. But yeah, Trox, I appreciate you coming on with me to rocking about our teams, knowing we both think and everything else. So, but no, RQ said you like the Suns too. Sorry, you do like the Suns. You do.
Yep, I'm a everything Arizona, everything Detroit. Those are home, huh?
Even the Coyotes.
Even the Coyotes, yeah.
Oh
Lord! Hey, I treat them like my Lions.
See, the Eagles versus Lions are tied all-time record with 16-16 with 2 tie games. Oh no! Don't tell me that stat. I think the last time we played y'all was 2019 and y'all beat us. So
yeah, and that was with Matt Patricia, so I was kind of shocked.
So, but Trox, I appreciate y'all. For those who don't know where to find you, where can they find you at?
Hey, they can go find me on Troxall Sports Streams. I do have another channel as well. I haven't put any content over there just yet, but it's coming over there. It's the Greater Grind Sports Network. I am no longer part of the Infinite Sports Network. It was just time to part ways. Shout out to all those fellas over there. Nothing but love and respect. Hey, appreciate that. Bishop says Key and Trox on the same stream. Hey, absolutely. But you can find me over on the Greater Grind Sports Network YouTube channel. You can find me on the Troxall Sports Stream YouTube channel. You can find me at on Twitter at 30trox87, and that's where you can find me at.
Like I said, make sure for those who have not subscribed to Troxall, make sure y'all go over there. Definitely good guy over there. Like I said, he does all the streams. You there Monday, Sunday, Thursday. He got you covered on all the NFL, basketball as well. So make sure y'all go subscribe to Troxall. And I appreciate him finally being in the building. We got to talk sports. We got to talk about our Eagles. Definitely whenever, you need me to come on your channel and talk whatever, I'm down, whether it's football, NBA. We can talk it all. Yes, my Sixers are playing the Knicks. Don't know what the score of that game is. I think we're winning 22-19. It's only in the first quarter, so we should beat the Knicks. We own the Knicks, as Aaron Rodgers would say against the Chicago Bears. We always got the Knicks number. But again, thank you, Trox. I appreciate everyone who was in the chat. If y'all have not subscribed to me, just make sure y'all hit me a sub, like the stream. Again, I got y'all covered on all Philly sports. Whether it's the Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, Philly, I'm all Philly over here.
Hey, if you're not subscribed to Key in the Building, what are you doing with your life? That's the first and foremost, because she grinds over here. What you guys been doing, time and time again, man. You guys been grinding. I love you guys' grind. And hey, subscribe to her. Subscribe to everybody on her team. And
we part of the Spotlight Sports Network as well. So make sure y'all go. I'm over. We over there a lot. We do a lot of big things, a lot of good content over there. And again, you're gonna have Mitch on tomorrow. Well, Mitch is gonna have you on tomorrow. He's another part of the Spotlight Sports Network as well. So make sure y'all go tune in tomorrow for more Eagles and Lions talk with Mitch and Troxall. But appreciate y'all guys, everybody in the chat. Trox, always a pleasure. We always talk. So, but thank you guys.
Hey, Mel Gooley, you're next, brother. You're next. Hey, when the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions play, hey, we got to do something, brother.
Please, what's Damian talking about? Y'all should do a Sixers-Pistons game together. That would be funny. that would be
Hey, a lot of points to little points. Is that really going to be funny?
No, it's not, because Embiid's going to go crazy and everything else. But again, thank y'all guys, everybody. Asia, Damian, Bird Gang, Vic, everybody who's in there. Too many people to name. I appreciate y'all. Make sure, if y'all want to see more, I do rants here and there. So make sure y'all subscribe if y'all want to see me go off at times. But it's all love. But again, thank y'all. And y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening and don't do nothing I wouldn't do. I'll see y'all in another video.